Hello, Professor, and hello, everyone. My name is Nguyen Huy Hiếu, and my student ID is 180128841. And today I'm going to talk about presentation named Advancements in Brain-Computer Interface. Okay, first and foremost, let me talk about the introduction to Brain-Computer Interface, or we can say BCI. A brain-computer interface is a communication system that translates brain activity into commands for computer or other devices. In other words, the BCI allows users to act on their own environment by using only brain activity, without any physical communication by muscle or by nervous. The main goal of BCI research is to enhance the systems that allows users without any ability to communicate each others or to communicate with normal persons and to control the artificial limbs or to control the environment. An alternative application area for brain-computer interfaces lies in the field of multimedia communication. To develop the system for usage in this field of assistive technology or multimedia communication, many aspects of PCI system are currently being investigated. And the next one is I want to talk is like four main components of one BCI system. The first one is the first one over here is acquisition. The second one is signal processing. Third one is translation, and the last one is device input or the feedback. Okay, let me go more detail about each component. The first one is signal acquisition. Uh, the main aim to design a BCI is to sense and evaluate the features of signals in user brain, which show the intention of user and send these characters of signals to an external device that execute to fulfill the intention of user. And the signal acquisition is the first part of the system, which sends and measures the signals of brain, and this component is mainly accountable for receiving and for registering the signals generated by neuron activity and transferring these signals to the next component of system is like for signal improvement and for electrical noise attenuation, and these three common method used for the signal acquisition. The third one is translation. The translation is a second step of processing in this extracted character of a signal are transferred into translation algorithm by a computer over here, and then the characters convert into relevant instruction necessary for external devices to accomplish the intention, like for example the instructions which complete the intention of user. And the last one is device output and feedback, which is made after the controlling system to the human brain. The instruction received from the translation algorithm, guide and control from the output device, and it helps accomplishing the intention of user, like selection of alphabet or the controlling of mouse or robotic arm movement to operate the wheelchair for disabled people, or to move like paralyzed labeling using uh, neuroprosthesis and so on. And nowadays a computer is the most popular used input device for communication. And in the next slide, I want to talk about the types of BCIs. The first type is active, reactive, and passive BCI. And about the active BCI, the system generated is a result from voluntary control activity of brain, independent from external simulation for managing an application. And the next one is reactive BCI. The system uses brain signal arising as a result of reaction to external simulation, which is indirectly operated for controlling an application by user, like visually evoke P300 over here. And the passive PCI gets the system gets its result from unintentional effective brain activities of brain by, for example, by recognizing the motorbike or the car driver's sleepiness, and or to help to prevent the traffic accident. And the second type I want to talk about is the brain signal type used in BCI. There's so many research studies have explained the different group of brain signal that is generated from activities in neuron, and which is used in BCI system, as depicted in the finger over here. On the top one is a BCI, and BCI is divided into four main parts. The first part is visual evoke potential, and the second one is slow cortical potential. The next one is evoke potential, and the last one is sensory motor. And for each part, the small part also divide into, like, from, like you can see here, from the slow cortical potential is like under this thing is like positive and negative, and under the the small part from evoke potential is steady state state evoke potential, like event related potential. From the sensor remote RAM is like beta brain or Rolandic brain. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. The next one is like the application of BCI. You know, the application of BCI is very huge. We can apply in any field. And the first field I want to talk about in security. Yes, in security. Like currently the most security system asked by all the knowledge, like password, object, or the fingerprint, like from the smartphone or the smart lock of the house. But also they have own problems and drawbacks, like unsafe password, or the shoulder surfing, or the duplication of fingerprint, or we can say like biometric, the use of brain signal in cognitive biometric for a proof of ID identification have been provided answer for those drawbacks. Moreover, this system could be utilized to send the warning message whenever a authentic person is under external pressure. And As the next application of BCI is like for entertainment and gaming. And gaming. Oh, sorry, for gaming. Like when to talk about the entertainment and gaming, BCI contributes the application in the fields of entertainment in many ways. Like the game of flying helicopters are made to fly to any point in their 3D or 2D visual world, or the brain a genre, a BCI based video football game where player can score a goal by imagine left or right hand movements. So one study explained the brain born game that intends to decrease the level of stress. In this game, players can only move the ball when they feel relaxed, they when they feel like comfortable, and a user who can calmer or relax usually win the game. Therefore, they could try to learn to control or for reduce their stress level. And the next application is medical. In medical is very huge, and using BIC we can measure the mental state of person and detect or even predict the health problem like sleep solely disorder and so on. And when talk about the home automation, you can like we, the BCI can be applied in house automation. We can control various applications from our home using the signal which is generated by our brain, which is this is completely change the way in which we interact with our environment. As the last field I want to talk about is marketing. The advantages of BCI application in the commercial or advertisement industry have been discussed through the use of BIC. They were able to detect the impact on TV advertising, on memorizing, and therefore this technology provides a different tools for analysis the impact of advertising. Like the finger I show over here is like when we get more user. If we get more users, it means that we can get more data. So data can be from many sources, like from devices, from online account, from brain. And when we get more data, we can make a smarter algorithm. And when we can make a smarter algorithm, we can build a better product to distribute to user. Like this circle life from user to data to smart algorithm, from smart algorithm to better product, and better product go to the more user over here. And now I'm closing to my presentation, and I want to talk about the conclusion. You know, the BCI is a gift for the people, especially for the people with disabilities, for those who cannot use a normal way, like for physical communication or verbal communication, or the muscle movement of the brain. The BCI techniques vary depending on the application and take require different methods to recognize the characteristic of pre-processed EEG signal and monitoring gadget. And that's all I want to talk about and present our presentation. Thank you, Professor, for giving us the chance to make our presentation, and thank you for the attendance. Thank you so much.